Welcome back to the Scatterpot podcast, episode 56. What is going on? Where are we? I don't know.
Well, I'm semi in a normal position.
Yeah, Caden's in the normal position. I am on another world right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yes.
it's been official. Gwinnett County, in our sweet state of Georgia, is under lockdown till April 14th.
Yes, sir.
So, having fun. And I also hate how this.
Oh, April, I didn't even see that. April 14th?
Yeah, it goes until. Hold on, I'll
Golly, that's like.
check.
Hold
I'll
up.
check again. Look, if you go to the Gwinnett County website,
Oh my gosh. That's like forever.
if you go to the Gwinnett County website, immediately across the top they have the COVID-19 update. If you scroll down, alright, issue stay-at-home order. The local emergency order will be in effect from 12:01 on March 28th, today, through 11:59 on April 13th, 2020, or until it is extended, rescinded, suspended, or amended. Wow.
The person really wanted to do that.
Whoever wrote that
Yeah.
was like living La Vida Loca. Or until it is extended, rescinded, suspended, or amended.
My man's living life.
He's like, we may be under lockdown, but guess what?
I'm making rhymes. Do what I want.
He has a SoundCloud. He's the fattest SoundCloud.
What's your SoundCloud, bro? What's your SoundCloud, bro? Come on.
That's hilarious. That's actually amazing. I've never been more entertained reading a government document. Except, well, there's been some funny ones, but not funny in the right ways. Well, alright, well, yeah, so this quarantine thing's still going on.
Yes, it is. It's
How have you been coping for the last week?
fine. Working. I don't know if I'll be working anymore
I was about
on
to
Monday.
say,
We'll see.
I'm curious
I don't know, though.
if a fire pit industry is considered
yeah,
an
dude.
essential business. I'm also curious what my church is going to do about this, because,
Probably still stream online, right?
well, yeah, but, like, can we? Like,
Your pastor probably just to do it from his home.
yeah, which I'm personally fine with, because easier on my end.
Yeah, I have to record a video after this for church. It'll be like a 10-minute lesson, but
See, dude, so you know that Snapchat I sent you last night of me, like, in the church when it was all dark?
yes.
So, here's the tragic end to that story. Update for some context for the normies.
Normies.
So, well, in the last yesterday I was doing quality assurance, checking the stream that our church is going to be airing live on Sunday.
Correct.
And, I'm trying to think, yeah, and so I went there, and I was sitting there, and I had to sit there for 3 hours, and it was towards the end, and I had to go to the bathroom, open up the door. It's around like 8:30 at this point, or 8:40, something like that. It is pitch black dark in the lobby, and I could not see a thing in front of me.
Right?
And I'm like, and then also that building, it settles a lot. It makes a lot of noises. So I'll be
Right.
sitting there, and I'll hear like and it'll echo down the hallways, and I'm like,
Minecraft ambient noises.
yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I don't need to go to the bathroom anymore. But the story goes, I did go to the bathroom.
Oh.
While I went in the bathroom and I came back, the Mac that was using the stream fell asleep. And we had a 60-second dark screen on our stream. So guess who had to restream it, come home, and monitor it from his house instead?
That sucks.
Yeah, so...
Why can't you do it from your house in the beginning?
Because if anything goes wrong...
Oh, you can fix it at the church.
You have to fix it at the church.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And so, but the thing is that I watched it, and the whole video was working. So we just kind of prayed that it worked, and I tested it worked, and I was on your stream, Huber, last night. I was like in the chat,
In the chat.
but due to like how slow my internet was going from like everyone streaming Netflix, me streaming this live stream, and your live stream,
Yeah.
I tried to type in the chat, and it was just like no,
It was like,
no, it was legit like not happening, and I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah. Last night's stream was interesting.
Yeah, but yeah. So like,
We could talk about we got sent home by Daniel's dad.
yeah, that's a
We
funny.
can talk about that.
I mean,
So Kane, well, we can. I mean, that was just a short little story. So we went over to our y'all know Daniel. He was our permanent solution to a temporary problem, right?
mhm.
And went over we played. Kaden got a flat tire,
Yeah.
so we just threw the frisbee around for like an hour or something. I don't even know.
Give me a second. I'm
and
gonna
then we
close
got
my
over.
blinds. I'm getting like blinded by
Go ahead.
ethereal light.
Oh. And now we can observe Kanan's wall of Funko.
Uninterrupted. Yeah, it seems to be. It's just bright outside.
Yeah, it is bright.
You know.
But yeah, Kanan got there. We played Smash for maybe 10 minutes, and his dad comes down and is like, "I'm shutting this down," and we were just like, It was like, well, like no one really knew what to say. It was just.
I know,
like,
because it was very shocking.
yeah, it was like. Daniel asked, why didn't you say this before? And he said, he didn't think about it like that before. And
Well, the thing is that like I understand his point.
Oh, yeah,
part,
no, I
no,
completely
but
understand.
here's the thing. Here's the part that really like that was the bummer moment to me is when he started talking about like how things are going in Italy and how like so many people are like have died from this and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, bro.
It's like on the other side of the world, bro.
Well, and I mean it's applicable, but like it was just kind of like a huge buzz, especially after playing Smash Brothers. like this is our thing. Do you think this event in history is gonna be big enough that?
Oh, I think so.
Well, no. That
Oh.
when hopefully you and I have kids or grandkids, that kid or grandkid will be asked to interview us about our time with the coronavirus.
Probably.
Like,
Just because of how blown out of proportion it is right
Yeah,
now. I'm not gonna say blown out of proportion because it is serious.
it is.
But it's these it's this thing. Practice precaution and don't panic.
Well, but
That's the thing.
here's the thing though, it's blown out of proportion, but not enough is happening. It's, if that makes sense, because like it's blown out of proportion, and some people are freaking out way more than they should be. On the other hand, I think it should be a little more countrywide instead of a state by state or county by county basis on whether we're open or closed.
Right.
It was actually so. I only saw this because this was on the TV when I came home. Like Bill Gates was on the news.
Bill Gates.
I don't know what news station it was on, but he was talking about like how he's like the state by state thing's not gonna work. He's like, I'm sorry, but it's not.
Did you say he resigned from Microsoft?
Did he?
People are saying he's probably gonna run for president, which I mean, I don't know.
Did he resign?
He resigned from like chairman or something like that.
Just over 20. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I love that wasn't even big news due to everything else that's going on.
Yeah, like I heard about it. I was like, why did he do that?
Well,
But
no, yeah, so like he was talking about it and he said like he was like, I mean, he's like it sucks, but like he said the people of China, they shut down for like 6 weeks, and then they're better now. And he's like, and I know this is going to lead to an economic crisis, and he's like, that's why we need to make this as short as possible. It's like, but with half of people available and open, close, it's just not going to lead to anything effective. Yeah, so like, it's weird. It's...
Oh, Kane's reading a text.
I am reading a text.
I could tell.
Well, no, it's a phone call.
Oh.
My dad's trying to get my attention, but I'm trying to tell him I'm recording the podcast.
I'm recording the podcast, Dad. So yeah, that's basically what's going on.
Stop calling me. I'm typing out the text in every couple words. Hold on. I'm recording the podcast.
Yeah, this will be another interesting episode.
Yeah, this will be we haven't done a digital episode like this since episode like 24.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been
a while. Yeah, I was gonna leave like at 9:30, and my mom's like, "You can't leave. We're on a lockdown." And I'm like, "Lockdown? What?"
Like, yeah. Well, so like, I woke up at like 8:30, and I was checking texts from people, and like nothing important. I'm like, all right. Went back, woke up around 9:30, and you were just like, "Yeah, we're under lockdown." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
I'm like, people keep mentioning this, but I have not seen the evidence of. And then I went digging through.
Went digging for gold.
Went digging through Gwinnett County's website, and I found it.
Found it buried deep in the files.
Also, I hate how... Well, hold on. So, I was trying to say... I hate how this is the week they decided to finally close down. Because something I ordered in the mail, like, forever ago just came in.
Oh, no.
Well, hold on. It's another phone stand.
Oh, no.
So, like, we could have, like... Yeah.
That's a fat rip.
I know. The other phone stand came in, and I'm like, I'm so excited to get to use this. And then...
I got my package. It took a week to get delivered.
What was it?
Just some manga.
Just a manga?
Manga,
dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I had my first. Okay, so last Thursday, I had at my religion and politics teacher was like, I want to test this online classroom. So if y'all couldn't be there, come join. It was the most hilarious thing, dude. This is gonna be the greatest. Like,
Yeah, I forget that we have online classes starting soon.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I think my calculus class is not gonna have an online course. I think he's just posting the lectures online, so then we can just watch them, which is good. So we don't have to wake up early. But if we have a question, there's no way of him.
Yeah.
Like doing that. So I don't know. There's that, and then our class that we take together. We have something due April 1st. It is, where's my phone? I just got it because stupid password and all that stuff. But it's that thing that was gonna be due the week we got shut down. Something with our group project or something like that.
Oh, and, yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a paper too, which I don't understand why he's assigning papers in a group project. Like, I don't. What logic is there?
Hey, we had this discussion already when we dissed on group projects and how stupid they are.
Group projects are okay if everybody in the group participates, but it's just no. Oh, so I'm looking now. We will resume classes on the 30th, which is what, Tuesday, right? Or Monday? Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll conclude at the same time it normally would. May 2nd.
Yeah, I always thought classes would end at the same time.
I thought that it would extend a little bit. And
there's no way GGC... no way the Georgia college system, especially GGC, would extend...
Yes, sir.
You know those teachers are like, they have their like, they're good.
I wonder how we're gonna meet with our mentors too. Like,
That's something I wonder. Also, apparently, I got a new mentor.
oh, I want a new mentor, dude.
Well,
I
like,
really
because
do.
you remember the whole. I still haven't met my old mentor.
Yeah, yeah, that whole debacle.
Yeah, that I've talked about that. I think I've
That's
mentioned it on the
rough, dude.
podcast like at least twice. But yeah, so
Yeah.
but it was funny. Recently I messaged. I was on no, I was on my banner page and I realized the name was different for my mentor and I'm like, what? And I'm like,
I'm gonna check mine real quick just to see. Probably not, in all honesty, but
yeah, I was about to, I don't.
yeah,
The
dude.
only reason I believe I got a new one is because I believe Anthony Graff or whatever his name is. I think he's fired.
He's been released.
He's
Probably, dude.
Dude, I was about to say, I'm like, dude, when his main job was being my mentor, at least I believe his main job was being my mentor, and then I never met him.
Yeah, my man
That's
kind of was lazy on that one. Yeah, dude, but the whole this whole semester's been interesting. We'll see what happens in the. I mean, summer. I wonder. They probably won't even. They probably won't have summer courses.
I think they would do online. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I think because you have to realize people have already enrolled for summer.
That's true.
So I bet you it's just going to be online based.
Probably.
It's
I'd say yeah. If anything, yeah, online based, but yeah.
Dude,
So that's kind of what's going on in our lives. Just a little quick update.
Everything, as we said like 2 weeks ago, everything's dying. Everyone's dying. The world's
have to
falling
poop.
apart. You should have thought of that before we sat down to record, my dude.
It hit my booty.
It hit your booty.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what's going on, guys, in our lives. That's just a quick little update. I guess.
Now back to your regularly scheduled programming of random talking.
Of random talking. Let's see here. What random subject can we talk about? Here?
Blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, no, but officially, well, so one thing I've been doing to help cope with everything that's going on is I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing. And boy howdy am I in debt.
Hey man, just what is it? Get butterflies and seashells. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's what I've been doing. I've been cleaning up the beaches, selling them all. Gosh, it is.
Yes, sir.
It is tremendous how much debt. Well, the thing is that I don't even know how much debt I have right now because yesterday, last time I played, the resident services, which is where you go to pay off some of your debt.
Right.
The resident services was closed for the entire day because it's getting upgraded. And so I earned so much money. Like, I have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I just don't know how much debt I have left. I'm like, So, probably after we finish recording here, I'm going to head over to my little Animal Crossing village and pay some debt.
Pay off your debt.
pay off a lot of my... Actually, did I ever show you my, my house? I did. My pimped out house.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Pimped.
It
my
should
house
just
up.
be Froggy Chair.
Just should be Froggy Chair. The thing is that eventually you upgrade your house to have like a basement area.
Right.
And I'm trying to think of what image to fill the basement with, like floor and ceiling. It should
be something creepy.
Well, here's the thing. I did come up with one idea, but the only thing that's bad about it would be 10 times better if I could put custom music into it, and you would appreciate it. I wanted to see if I could recreate the Dory Mae dog meme and just paste it all over it. And
do it, dude.
Well, the thing is that I'll have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to take... Dude, it's so hard to paint things in that game. Mine was pretty easy, the thing I decorated my house with, because it's pixel art. And it's
Right.
weird when you design it. It's in pixel art, but once you finished it, like smooths it out and makes it like brush strokes. And it's just like kind of this weird. Like if you get too close to it, you're like, you can tell it's pixel art that's been drawn, because like the edges are jagged a little bit, and you're like, mm-mm.
You're like, "Ugh."
And so hopefully, maybe I'll just have to figure it out. I have so much I need to do. My island is thriving. I'm in debt.
Thrivingly in debt, yes sir.
I know, isn't that the American way?
Yeah, of course.
Thriving
Of
while
course.
in debt.
Well, yeah, another update. I think there we go. We should be getting our stimulus checks.
Yes.
Stimulus check 2020. Trying to find. So I forget. So it's so confusing because I've heard so many different things on like who will be eligible and what money people will get and blah 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 blah.
From my understanding, it's anyone who filed taxes in 2018. Well, for 2018. Technically in 2019, but for 2018. Anyone who filed taxes, and then depending on your income, dependents, marital status, all that stuff, you'll get a check. And the base one, I think, is like 1,000. It's 1,000 or 1,200, one of the two. And then like it goes up, or some people, if you make enough money, it's nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Take
it's yeah. It's just takes.
Oh man,
Dude, it's just.
yeah. I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking. So yeah, individuals will get 1,200. Couples will receive 24 plus 500 per child. Start phasing out for people who make more than 75,000. Reduced $5 for every additional 100. Those making more than 99,000 will not receive anything. And income thresholds will be doubled for couples. Income. Blah 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 blah.
Blah blah blah.
So I mean, it says it's gonna be here within maybe 3 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, I'm down for, like, dude. Like, the thing is that technically at this moment I'm still getting paid from the church. Now, granted, that might change due to the lockdown now.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like I've done, so I'm still getting paid that way. I'm not getting paid as much, because I've mentioned this before on the podcast. I get paid twice by the church.
Right.
Once for my internship and another time for the contract work I do. Considering that we've been closed, I haven't been doing much contract work.
Right.
So I've lost like about half of the money I typically would get. So when I'm talking about like, okay, it's like, here's a check that we're gonna send people, and people are like, only this much, and I'm like, dude,
What do you mean?
I'm like, considering how much I typically make, which is pretty close to that in a month's time, I'm like, I'm fine with that. Some people are like, it should be more, and I'm like, I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah.
It's money that's coming in the mail.
Yeah, at least we're getting it.
I was about to say, I'm like, dude, we got money.
It's true.
We
It's
got
true. It's true.
money,
It's true.
money.
Money.
Yeah.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen,
If you
another
thought-
news update.
Another news update. Wow.
Yes, sir. That was it.
Well, so it's so funny about this. The coronavirus, I've always, like, I never said this to you. I always wanted us to avoid talking about coronavirus for one reason. And it's because things are updating so quickly that we are
Yeah.
recording this Saturday, the 28th.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
that's today's date.
That is today's date.
By Monday the 30th, when this goes up, so much
Okay.
will be different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's one reason why, like, we'll cover new stuff on the podcast, but like this one, it's so bleeding edge, and like everyone's talking about it
Mm-hmm.
that like, but I mean, it's inevitable for us to talk about it because
Yeah.
it is actively affecting our lives. I'm actually
Everything. Dude.
I'm curious. I'm wondering if our dear old Sam boy has started watching My Hero.
Probably not.
I severely doubt it. Yes, but yeah, because I just looked up and I saw, so all my Hero DVDs, they have like the cardboard cover, like one of those cardboard sleeves, and I just see season 1. I see the cardboard sleeve, but I don't see the DVD inside of it, and I remember that I did that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no. So Sam's running out of options.
Yeah.
He can either go to work, which
I don't-
Chick-fil-A still claims to be open. I got an email from them this morning saying that they are still open.
Delivery. Chick-fil-A delivers now. Did you know that?
Yeah, well they started that with all this Corona thing, and dude, I'm not gonna lie. So I swung by Chick-fil-A yesterday, and I went to the one on 124. Okay.
Okay.
It was so incredibly crowded.
Really?
Like the drive-through. Not only was it wrapped around the building, it was wrapped around the building, wrapped all the way down by the dumpster area. Basically, the drive-through went all the way back, like down that little back road by that church. And like, it was ridiculous. But can I be honest with you?
Did it go fast?
I was in and out in 15 minutes. I was all the way on that back road area. I hadn't even entered the Chick-fil-A parking lot officially. 15 minutes later, I'm leaving with my food, and I'm like, gosh.
Chick-fil-A is very quick.
Well, like, and it's like, well, they've always been quick, but their drive-through was even faster. Like, and it's probably because they had to focus all their energy into that instead of having it split between dine-in and drive-through. Right. And apparently this was the crazy thing. So I do mobile orders all the time because you get your Chick-fil-A points, and it's just easier because instead of having to tell them what you want, it's just like, this is exactly everything I want to the T, to the amount of ice I want in my cup, to the ketchup packets, all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
it's
like
easy.
jazz?
You like jazz? When I told her that I like had a mobile order, she's like, "You're the only one that did a mobile order," and I'm like, "All these people are ordering like now?" I'm like, "That is."
Yes.
I'm like, "That is stupid." She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "A lot of people," and I'm like, "Are people like?"
She.
Well, I mean.
She. Kanan?
Chick-fil-A.
Kanan?
Chick-fil-A equal opportunity.
I'm texting the group. Kanan has a girlfriend.
I don't have a girl.
That's happening. Kanan has a girl 2020.
Yeah. You know, I'm scared that you're actually gonna text it, and I'm gonna have.
What do you mean?
Oh, golly.
I'm not texting anything.
Yeah. Jesus, you're typing a novella over there.
But yeah,
Yeah, no, but so
Chick-fil-A.
well, and here was the best part. She mentioned that everyone was scanning their app for points to get the points they needed, but no one was actually mobile ordering. And I'm like, that's just like.
It's inevitable, Kanan. It's already happened. It's too late.
Yeah, fake news. Fake news. Because it is.
It's not fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Trust me. It was funny. So when you had your relationship, I was talking to Sam about it, and we were just kind of like, and Sam was like, Kanan, it's your turn. It's like, you'll be the last one in our group to get a girl. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to be honest. If I ever did get a girlfriend, I would never tell a single one of you.
Bruh.
I'm like, maybe Sam would find out first.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't tell Daniel or Huber until like a month or two.
Nah, nah. I'd know.
And
I'd know immediately.
no. And Sam's like, why on earth would you do that? I'm like, well, because Huber's Huber. And I'm like, I love him dearly. I'm like, I love him dearly, but Huber's Huber. And I'm like, and Daniel's still salty with me to an extent. I'm like, I'm not sure what Daniel would do.
Daniel, yeah.
Daniel's still looking for that Phaeton revenge.
Yeah, he's still looking for that Phaeton. He's still picking up the pieces.
He's doing a pro-con list on whether burning down my house equates to that Phaeton or not.
Yeah, he's doing a SWOT analysis.
He's like, strength, Kanan's dead. Weakness, felony charges.
Felony, arsonism.
Opportunities, get Buff in jail. Threats,
getting raped.
And that's the SWOT analysis.
Yeah,
for
he's
down
debating.
one strength, one weakness, one opportunity, one threat. That's it.
Is it worth the threat?
I feel like I mentioned this to you. So when I couldn't keep a straight face when our professor was talking about SWOT analysis. Because
because of the
this show Silicon Valley, they do a SWOT analysis in that show, and it is that show in general. I can say this officially because it's ended now. It's one of the best live action shows. It's the funniest show, and it is so good. Like, even its last season is not its strongest season for sure. But it is still stronger than like most other TV shows that were going live at that point. And it's hilarious, and it's just, and it ends in I'm not going to spoil how it ends, but there's a lot of debate on if it was going to be a happy ending or a bittersweet ending, because the whole show is like, these guys win to immediately lose. Like, that's the whole show. Like, they always win. They'll lose. They'll win.
Yeah.
Only in either the next season or the next episode to lose. And it's
so
like
they lose to win, and to win to lose.
It's very rare. What, Hubert?
I am inevitable.
You need to stop.
I will spread this propaganda. Don't worry.
All right. But yeah, like, for example, all right, this is okay. Here's a good example. So, they are trying to get a deal with this big news. Well, they're trying to get this big deal with this one company. Okay.
Right.
It's a company that people actually know. I think it's AT&T. Yeah, they're trying to get a deal with AT&T.
Okay.
And they so this is their win, sort of. They win. They get AT&T. AT&T then expresses that they're interested in another company.
Oof.
Lose. So what they decide to do is host this huge event to help boost their numbers and hopefully get AT&T's opinion back. So, but they realize that their program is unable to scale the way they wanted to. Loses. And then like, something that happened at the beginning of the season, or actually I think it happened last season, something that someone did to the code that screwed it over, ended up being the win.
Okay.
But then I'm not gonna say what happens after they get the AT&T deal, and then the final episode happens.
They lose the AT&T deal.
Well, it's the show is it's kind of sweet. It's kind of funny. It ends in like a bittersweet way, if that makes sense. Like, arguably they lose, but like they win. The best way to explain it is they lose, but on their own terms. They lose on their own terms, if that makes sense. Like, they lose, but they wanted to. And I'm not going to...
it's an acceptable loss. Okay.
And I'm not going to explain how, why, or what. It is hilarious. The show is fantastic. And it's funny, the final episode, is in a documentary style.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it starts off in a documentary style, and it's all of the characters like 10 years later.
10 years later.
And it's funny because one character it cuts to, and he is just like hair down to his like back, biggest beard you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
and
Life was not kind to him.
and he was like, yeah, I remember that day. And they talk about like it's a funny show, it's a hilarious show, and I'm saddened that it's over, but I'm excited to pick it all up on DVD because it's gonna be it's a funny show. Nothing will ever beat the them doing the math on how long it would take to jerk off 800 guys in one room.
What in the world? What?
There was an episode where they were at this huge conference, and they were deciding. They were like, "There's no way we can win." They're like, basically their arch rival shows up and shows off their code, but stronger and better. And of course, this company, it's not Google, but it's essentially this company that that they're going up against throughout the entire show. It's like if Google, Apple, and Microsoft all merged together into one ugly baby.
Oh no!
Like
okay.
it's the worst of all three of them.
Okay.
Like Google with the security errors and incomparable, like, well, not incomparable, the immoral business practices.
Mm-hmm.
Apple with the name brand and showmanship of like pompous arrogance, and then like Microsoft just I'm not going to explain how Microsoft fits in, but there is a character that's not Bill Gates but is definitely
Hi, I'm Bill Gates.
It's like not Bill Gates but definitely Bill Gates, and he takes over that company for a bit. Actually, Bill Gates is in that show. Bill Gates shows up in Silicon Valley.
Is he?
Yeah, in the final episode, in the documentary part, they interview Bill Gates, and he's talking about it was the biggest tech flop ever. And he's in the final episode. I forgot. Bill Gates makes.
They should have got Elon Musk.
I think they did.
Did they?
They got a lot of big tech people. Let me see.
Elon Musk.
Silicon Valley finale cameos.
There you go.
Let's see. Bill Gates. Oh, can I see the other people, or is there?
No.
Are they only going to show me?
Well, they're gonna show you that.
I'm pretty. They might have gotten Elon Musk. Hold on, I'll look it up. Elon Musk at Silicon Valley.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
I want to say he is. I don't know. I feel like he was, but I can't find anything that says he was.
Oh.
But a lot of big tech. Like, I mean, they got Bill Gates for crying out loud.
The old man.
Yeah, I know. It's.
How old is Bill Gates? How?
He's in his 60s, isn't he?
How old is Bill Clinton? No, I'm Gates. Come on, why do I care about 64?
But as I'm like, he's
He
in his
does
60s.
not look 64.
Do you think
He looks
He
he looks
a
like
little
he's in his 70s. He looks like 70s, dude. He looks terrible.
Well, like he looks bad, but he doesn't look bad. Like, cause look up like what 70
He has
year
more
olds look
wrinkles.
like because he still has the 90% of his face. If that makes sense, like his face is still in one piece. His hair still has somewhat like a grayish color. It's not white yet. Like, so he looks old, but he doesn't look as old as other people that are his age do.
How old do you think Donald Trump is?
I feel like I remember looking this up like a while ago, isn't he like 70 something, like 70?
Yeah, he's 70, I believe, 73.
Yeah, I remember looking that up a while ago. He is 74.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Not gonna lie, he does not look horrible for 70.
He does not look. He does not look 70. He looks maybe in his 60s.
I was about to say, like, it's so props to him and whoever his hair and makeup person is.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, he was in movies and TV shows. Yeah, I forgot about that. He was in
Yeah.
Home Alone.
he
I
was
know
in
he was in Home Alone.
No, he was in Home Alone 2.
Two.
Escape from New
Excuse
York.
me.
Big difference.
Home Alone 2.
Home
He was in
Alone
The
1, but-
Apprentice.
Yep. He ran the
He was
show The
in-
Apprentice. He was the host.
He was in The Little Rascals. He was in 2 Week Notice. He was in 54.
He was in Two Little Rascals.
He was in The Associate, Across the Sea of Time. You've Been Trumped. The Ultimate Merger. I'll Take Manhattan. Heart to Heart. Horrorween. He was in Horrorween. It's an animated show. 2008. What in the world?
Horrorween?
I've never heard of this. Horrorween. 47% liked the movie. Hour 40-minute movie. Budget of $10 million.
Wow.
This
What
is
Its animation style is
It's interesting.
nope. It's cheap. I'm pretty sure that's Adobe Flash.
Hey man, $10 million budget. What can you do?
A lot.
So what? He played 4B. What?
That's funny.
This is very weird.
What a rabbit hole we've drifted upon.
Yes,
what else
sir.
are you thinking about? Dude. So update. How long do you think How long do you think things are gonna last now?
Realistically, I think everything will go back to normal around late June, early July.
Late July, early
there you go.
June.
Yeah, I messed that up. Yeah, late June, early July. I'd probably say things like the economy and everything go back to normal around then.
No, dude, I don't think the economy's ever gonna get back to normal.
Well, after the freaking $3 trillion bill, inflation. But we're not gonna talk about that.
I mean, dude,
big oof.
man, I need to get Sam to start watching My Hero Academia. He's running out of things he can do.
We won't force him to watch
Well,
it.
it's funny. I'm gonna do this with him. Once he's done with season 1, all I'm gonna tell him is to leave. He just leave season 1 DVD out on his front porch at like 12:30 at midnight. Well, 12 at midnight, and then by 1 a.m. it will be switched out for season 2. Just.
It's like a fairy. You're the anime fairy.
I know, but dude, he's running out of things to do. Like,
Yeah.
cause think about it. So
I mean,
he's not allowed to go anywhere except for work. Obviously, like he can go to work still.
Right.
Which I'm actually gonna check if because I got an email this morning saying Chick-fil-A was still open.
Yeah, I don't know.
Open? Let's see. Ongoing coronavirus updates. Thursday. Who knows? Their last update to their coronavirus news was Thursday.
I guess if it's in Gwinnett County, but I don't know if they're essential business. I mean, I wouldn't think so, but
Yeah, hold on. Let me see what that email that I got said. Oh my gosh, why are you like the way you are?
why are the way you are? Oh woo, ooh woo. 10 things Chick-fil-A employees won't tell you. Number 1, Burger King foot lettuce.
It's Chick-fil-A things. 10 things Chick-fil-A won't tell you.
Number 1,
Burger King foot lettuce. Let's see, what's that email?
Nothing you want in your Burger King burger.
Oh, I
Michael
forgot.
Stoltzfus.
Trash. forgot it's in my
Trash.
I forgot I threw it in my trash.
Trash. Oh, yeah, I just got an email from GGC saying summer classes will be offered online if we are not able to have a face-to-face class by May 18th.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm oh man, this is again, I'm just curious on how all this goes. Like how this all works out because people are freaking out. I'm personally fine. Like my everyone else in my house, they're going insane. I'm perfectly fine right now.
You're just vibing. Everybody's like freaking out, doing, screaming, and you're just in your room playing Animal Crossing, You're
Dude,
just like... It's the elevator music just in your room.
Yeah, no,
Editor, put elevator music in now.
editor, kill yourself before you do that.
Editor, please add elevator music. It'll be comedic relief.
Comedic. Our podcast that's not even that serious needs comedic relief.
Hey, we're talking about Corona, man, and stuff like that. But yeah, so Sam needs to watch.
He needs to watch My Hero, and you need to watch the newest season of My Hero.
I do.
I'm trying to think.
do.
I think I'm not sure actually. I think we're of the sub. There is 24 of the 25 episodes out.
Okay.
So the season's almost over.
Okay.
Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna stop doing that. All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. The season's almost over. I thoroughly enjoyed this season.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm
Mhm.
curious. Well, I'm not fully caught up because, of course, I'm watching it as the dub releases with Kinsley and Caleb. Even though I want to watch the newest episodes, but just
Right.
it's something we watch together. So I haven't. I'm
Watch it, Kanan.
no
Watch it.
no.
Watch
I'm
it
not,
without them. You
I,
must.
I'm
know
only going to
before
mention
they
this
do.
because there's no way they're going to listen to the podcast. I've already done it once. Only once, though. And I don't blame myself. It was because it was the big fight scene of the season.
Oh yeah. No, I remember. I know
Yeah.
that. I remember now.
I was legit. Noah and I watched the newest dub episode with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went to bed. And then Noah and I went up to my
And
room
you're
and we watched like the actual. And Noah and I were just.
You were like, That's exactly how you sounded while watching the fight.
Dude, oh my. So yeah.
You know it's true.
Yeah. So I'm curious how it translates anime wise.
Mm-hmm.
But so for example, a lot of it's this newest arc that's been going on in the anime, or at least the newest one as of the dub one, because I'm pretty sure if the season ends where I think it's gonna end, the current episode that's out is probably past this point. But so My Hero Academia does the school festival arc. Okay, they do a school festival arc,
Of course.
classic.
Classic.
But I'm not sure if it was just because I'm a huge fan, but while I was reading it, the way this ends, I enjoyed more than any other school festival arc I've seen in any other show. So I'm curious how it translates to the anime. A lot of people, I know the episode that culminates at the end of this arc has happened, because I've seen people I've seen videos talking about that episode, and I'm like, well,
Well, actually.
well, because it's funny. I'll look at it and I'll see the state. So basically, to catch you up on this sort of arc, they do a school festival, and as you know, all classes have to do their own thing for the school festival.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes.
First off,
Still in the freshman year.
yeah, dude. there are a lot of people that saying at this point he most likely will probably just do a time skip or something like that. Just like
Yeah, he has to, dude.
and dude, I'm telling you, the arc I'm currently reading
Mm-hmm.
in the manga, things are going down. A character, not a major. Well, if I had to, I'm not gonna say what side they're on. If they're on the villain side or the hero side, but on one of those sides, probably like a tier 2.5 character, like a pretty major character, but not like a major character, just got killed.
Good.
and
Good.
I and like and they made it sad, and I'm like, oh, they made it
He's probably begging for his life or something.
I'm not gonna say anything. But
Yeah.
well, no, but like it's begging for his life. Oh, yeah, it's a he. That's fair enough to say a he because like 70% of the cast is male, so.
It's gonna be the purple ball guy.
Dude, if it was him, I would have paraded. Like I would have been doing backflips right now. I would have been like, so sadly not him. But like, so the thing is that I'll say this much: the character is begging for his life up until the last second, and at the last second, it's acceptance, which is always like the saddest of things. Like where it's like. It's not when they fight it until the end. It's just when they accept it, and it's and they do this one thing with with him saying goodbye to a certain character, and you're just like, nope, nope,
nope,
and you're like, nope, and then it's just sad, and you're like, oh, God. But yeah, no.
He said, "Goodbye, my love. Goodbye, my friend."
Goodbye. Yeah, but so I'm really enjoying the read of My Hero. There's a lot of theories that people have. Can I tell you I'll tell you this after we finish recording.
Okay.
Because so the thing is that with me being caught up with the manga, I find myself looking at Reddit threads and theories that people have a lot more. And there's a lot of convincing theories that people have. Like, they believe, some people believe that, okay, this was actually kind of really crazy when I saw it, but the very beginning of season 2, okay, first episode of season 2, they do, like, the whole, like, Earth has a hero society where 80% of the people, like, they do that whole speech.
Right.
During that, they show Deku and like everything in ruins, and he's fighting these monsters. Okay, and it's like, this is how I become the #1 hero, and then it goes to the opening, and then the season begins properly. What people have noticed is one of the monsters that is in that detailed breakdown of, like, you see a bunch of silhouettes of monsters. One of the silhouettes is undeniably a monster that we have currently meeting and is about to start fighting in the war arc.
Okay.
So like everyone's like, there's no way. The monster's name is people, I don't know how people pronounce it. Some people pronounce it Gigantomachia, but I pronounce it Gigantomachia.
Ginormica.
Yeah, Ginormica. Monsters vs. Aliens 2010 or whatever. Yeah, like, but basically it's just this giant hulking monster of a dude, and people are like, that is definitely Gigantomachia right there. It's like, that's
him.
That there's no way, because and then you look at the shadow and you look at what Gigantomachia looks like, and you're like, yeah.
Fairly certain that's him.
So people are believing that, like, some people are taking that to believe that the villains are going to win this current war that's going on, and then Deku has to do something. Like, there's so many theories that people are going off of, but then there's this one really dumb theory that someone came up with, and and they said it, and I'm like, I would never have the guts to say that on the internet. Just that theory.
Everybody dies. The end.
No, it's dumber than that. it's oh Lord have mercy. It's the dumbest theory I've ever seen in my life.
Mm.
But let's start slowly winding down. So why don't you hit us with the fun fact of the week while I look up some news?
Oh, I had one. Oh, crap. Well, it's not really fun. I had one. I was like, Did you know that the average gaming in general, on average, uses 50 to 75 megabytes of data per hour, while streaming uses about 6 gigabytes of data per hour? That comes from people saying, since everybody's inside now, people who are playing video games are going to use more data, but someone's like, that's not true. Someone streaming at 1080p for that is going to...
Where's the music coming from? I opened this news article and it started playing an ad, and I'm like,
oh, I hate that, dude.
And I'm like, where's the music coming from?
I hate that.
All right, I have my news story. Okay, that's it. I always kind of knew that gaming used less internet than than streaming. Just gosh, now Cole Lawrence is calling me. Everyone, why on earth? Like,
during this time,
I guarantee you, as soon as I stop recording all this, I'm not gonna get a single phone call
silent.
or a text. But now I am like the hot ticket item right now. But okay, so here's the news story. All right. And it took me a while. This doesn't involve the coronavirus, but it does involve toilet paper, but not in the way you think it does.
Right.
Because that was the thing. I looked up news stories, and it's just like, just coronavirus everywhere. Missouri. Oh, dang it! I was gonna try to see if you can guess what state this woman's from, but then I just
Missouri.
Missouri woman. Okay, all right, Huber. I'm gonna give you bits and pieces of this, and I want to see if you can piece together what the headline is. All right.
Go ahead. I got.
So you have a Missouri woman.
Okay.
This takes place in Walmart, in the toilet paper aisle. What did this woman do in the Walmart toilet paper aisle?
Took a crap and wiped her butt.
Close.
I knew it.
Gives birth.
Yeah, that's kind of like pooping, I guess.
Well, let's see. A woman reportedly gave birth in the toilet paper aisle of a Walmart in Missouri last week after her water broke while she was shopping, according to a report. A nurse who happened to be present in the Springfield Walmart assisted the mother while the store manager held up a sheet for privacy. Firefighters arrived at the scene to help deliver the baby. Crowd control. I'm not like the best with... So wait, hold on. I don't know who this... Oh, this is the store manager. Okay. This is the Walmart store manager. Crowd control. Not like the best with blood, so that was my job. Holding the sheet and crowd control. Making sure that nobody invaded what privacy this poor lady still had.
Right.
The process reportedly took 45 minutes. Customers, meanwhile, could be heard cheering as the woman and her new baby were taken.
That's what I'd be doing, dude. Yeah!
You know, a feel-good moment. Everybody's going through so much, and with the baby, it's just everything comes full circles. Oh my god.
Give birth.
The manager told KY3 that on Thursday she contacted the woman who told her that she and her baby are doing well. The odd episode of Springfield comes amid the heightened panic over the Covid-19 in recent weeks. The empty shelves of grocery stores have become blah blah blah. Toilet paper, paper towels, and other problem. All right, and then it just started talking about coronavirus and panic buying. I just like the idea that there's just a crowd of people at a Walmart just like,
go,
yeah!
go, 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 go,
Give
go.
birth!
Go, come on!
Give birth!
Oh.
You know, that's a happy story. A woman gives birth in a Walmart toilet paper.
She's gonna... It should be like a Chick-fil-A where that one
She gets free
person,
toilet paper.
Yeah, free toilet paper, free job at Walmart, you know, free tuition at a college she goes to. Everything, dude.
Dude, that's a... What is it? Was it like Chick-fil-A? That was a news story.
Chick-fil-A.
A lady who gave birth at a Chick-fil-A. That baby got like free Chick-fil-A for life or whatever.
A free Chick-fil-A for life, a job when she became 14.
Yeah.
And I think that was it.
So letting you know, if you're about to give birth, don't go to the hospital.
No, go to Chick-fil-A.
Go to Chick-fil-A. That kid will have the greatest life on the planet.
Unlimited Chick-fil-A, man. That'd be nice.
Granted, the job thing kind of sucks.
Yeah, maybe you could become manager if you were start. Well, that's what it is, dude. Managers are all like 17, 18-year-olds at Chick-fil-A. It's like never anybody who's old.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's because Chick-fil-A, they have so many branches, and they're so trusting of kids. Like, it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's worked though. I mean, they're.
It works for them, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, well,
this has been a very interesting episode, guys. Thank you for joining us. Maybe the video will be good. Maybe it will be bad. Maybe you're watching on YouTube. Maybe you're watching on or listening on SoundCloud or somewhere else. It's gonna be a very weird episode. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Hopefully it was decent quality.
Where can the people find us, Huber?
Find us literally anywhere. If you're on YouTube right now watching the video, you can come visit us on SoundCloud. It's kind of like a main thing. But if you don't want to look us up on SoundCloud, we got Spotify. We got all the good old stuff, Apple and all that good stuff. I'm
taking a photo for the Instagram because we haven't posted to our Instagram in literal years.
But yeah, at the Scatterpot podcast, you can come visit us. And yeah, if you're listening on SoundCloud, we have Scatterpot Gaming and the Scatterpot podcast on YouTube. But be careful, there's scatterplots, so don't be deceived. That's basically it. We'll see how this goes. We're in quarantine for 3 more weeks, or
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. So either you're gonna get another episode like this one, or not. You'll find out in the upcoming weeks. So I've been David.
I have been Kanan.
And this has been the
Scatterpot
Cast. Thank
Christ.
Okay. And scene.